Welcome to the AD Horror Show. The film opens with a tense scene in an old textile factory, where a night worker named Paul is finishing his shift. He hears strange, unsettling noises and begins to see a dark, shadowy figure in the darkness. Terrified, he uses his flashlight to navigate the eerie building, but the shadowy entity gets closer and closer. When Paul's flashlight suddenly goes out, the entity attacks him, and the scene ends with his screams. The story then shifts to the troubled family of Rebecca, Teresa Palmer. She's living separately from her mother Sophie, Maria Bello, and her younger half-brother Martin, Gabriel Bateman. Sophie is battling severe mental health issues, and Martin is suffering from sleep disturbances and seeing a mysterious, malevolent entity. Martin's school contacts Rebecca due to his chronic sleep deprivation, and she reluctantly agrees to take care of him for a few days. Soon, Rebecca discovers that Martin is encountering the same malevolent entity her mother once faced, one that only appears in the darkness. Rebecca, along with her boyfriend Brett, Alexander DiPersia, delves deeper into the mystery of the entity. They uncover that Sophie's old friend Diana suffered from a rare skin disorder that made her extremely photosensitive, forcing her to live in darkness. Diana tragically passed away, but her malevolent spirit seems to have returned. Rebecca realizes that this entity has a personal connection to her mother's traumatic past, and she believes that only Sophie can control it. As the malevolent entity intensifies its attacks on the family, they confront it using various forms of light to keep it at bay. The family is racing against time to uncover the truth about Diana and the entity. Rebecca, Martin, Sophie, and Brett band together to face their fears and confront the entity in the basement. The film's climax unfolds in the basement, where the family faces off against the entity in complete darkness. Tensions rise as they must confront their deepest fears and vulnerabilities. Using emergency flares and turning on all the lights, they appear to defeat the entity, but not without sacrifices and terrifying moments. The movie concludes with the family seemingly safe, but it leaves an element of uncertainty about whether the entity has been completely vanquished. The final shot suggests that the darkness may still hold secrets and unseen terrors, leaving the audience with a sense of lingering dread. Following the harrowing confrontation in the basement, the family is emotionally and physically drained. They've survived the encounter with the malevolent entity, but the scars run deep. In the aftermath, they reflect on the horrors they've experienced and the challenges they've overcome. Rebecca and Martin's bond with their mother, Sophie, begins to mend. Sophie's mental health struggles are ongoing, but they are working toward rebuilding their family. Brett, who has played a crucial role in their ordeal, becomes a more permanent part of their lives. Despite their attempts to move forward, there's a sense of lingering fear and unease. The family knows that the supernatural world is real, and the memory of the malevolent entity's terror still haunts their thoughts. In the final moments of the film, the audience is reminded that the supernatural is not entirely vanquished. The camera pans out, revealing a dark presence lurking in the background, suggesting that the malevolent entity may not be the only supernatural threat in their world. The concluding scene leaves the door open for further eerie encounters. The movie ends with a haunting image, underscoring that while they've survived one malevolent entity, the darkness may conceal more secrets and unseen terrors, leaving the audience with a sense of lingering dread. Lights Out is a suspenseful horror film that explores the primal fear of the dark and the unknown, as well as the psychological toll of dealing with supernatural forces within the context of family dynamics. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to our channel for more exciting content like this.